Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another Volley Rally. Today, I'm joined by Greg Wells with AllCall. Greg, thanks so much for taking the time to join me.
You're welcome.
Really, really appreciate it. I know you're busy, and glad we could get this on the books. Folks listening in here, Greg wanted to hop on and talk about how Volley has helped him run his business. So, before we get to the volley of it all, Greg, can you just take 20, 30 seconds and talk about what is AllCall for people who aren't familiar with you and your business?
Well, we're a outsourced business development center, strictly automotive. All of our clients are car dealers, primarily in the U.S. We have some Canadian folks, but yeah, we BDCs are hard to staff. They're hard to run. There's a lot of moving parts. It's expensive, and we feel that need for our clients and help them, get the job done they need in service and in sales.
And how does Volley help you run your outsourced BDC?
Well, it helps us manage everything from the inbound calls to the outbound calls. We can route calls to the right agents. We can see what's going on, in our call center, what every agent is doing. We can see the queue. We can see the calls that are holding, if any. We've got real time access to the agents' productivity, and what they're doing. Are they on a car? Are they in wrap up? What are they doing? And just make sure everybody stays on point and gets the calls answered and calls made. It organizes all of our campaigns, and a campaign just being, basically something we do for a dealer. A dealer might have a sales campaign and a service campaign. He could have an outbound equity campaign that we're running for him or her, and it just allows us to manage all the things separately but at the same time, and we can just see what's happening, and that insight gives us the ability to coach and get ideas and just do things very quickly.
So Volley helps you get a lot of the visibility into all of the campaigns and such. I know you guys have been with Volley for a long time. Can you even remember pre-Volley? What is it? How is it compared to how you were running things before with your VoIP system you had?
Well, we started with a very simple system called Vocalocity, and then they got bought by Vonage, and the pricing structure changed, and we were growing, and we went with another voice over IP phone system. They were great. It was a big improvement over what we had, and then we kept growing. We get up to I think 35 agents when we went on to Volley about 5 years ago. August of 18, I believe, is when we got on Volley, and then wow, it really accelerated everything, right? And we were able to do more efficiently, more effectively too, really, with less people, and it helped us grow our business. It made what we do profitable enough that we could help our dealers and save them money at the same time. So it's been effective, it's been efficient, and you know we man, we rely on Volley for everything, really, that we do.
hmm And not to kind of put you on the spot, I didn't prep you for this question, but
Okay.
if you had to, um, you know, tell someone who is in a similar position as you, they run an outsourced call center, or maybe they're a dealer and they're considering Volley. If you had to tell them one thing about Volley and how it helps your business, what would you tell them?
Get more calls made. You're gonna, the more calls you make, the more people you talk to, the more appointments you set. It's that simple. So, we went from agents. Say an agent's working internet leads, right? So it's not just dial, dial, dial. You've got to respond by email, you have to respond by text, and then you got to get that phone call in. And we would see them, get 60, 65 calls a day. And now those same people, we're seeing 130 to 150 calls a day. And you multiply that over 20 sales agents that we have, and it just like I said, it accelerated everything and increased everything. And we didn't know what we didn't know, right? And when we got on Volley, we actually used Volley for one of our clients that we'd worked for. We had to log into Volley, and we used Volley for them. And we realized how powerful a tool it was for a BDC. It's automotive specific, and we immediately got on. And like I said, it was about 5 years ago.
Hmm.
But the volume of calls you can make and take and manage properly is exponentially increases, when you get off of a normal phone system.
Hmm. You mentioned the increase in productivity per agent, doubling or tripling depending on the agent. And you're taking the same agent, a good agent, and putting them on this, and they're doubling or tripling their productivity. Is that something that you see across the board for all the people you hire? Do your agents like using it?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, the agents, yeah, the agents love Volley. It's we have a call center in Danville, Kentucky. About 55% of our agents are in the call center, and the other 45% are remote. And that's another thing Volley did. It helps us manage a agent remotely because we can see everything she or he is doing, and take measures to do whatever needs to be done. But I would say the agents love Volley. They they've accepted the accountability that comes with it, but we also see the competitiveness too, because they can see other agents' calls. So I think it has created a little friendly competition among them to outdial each other and set more appointments than the other. But I think all in all that they like it. A lot of them, it's the only thing they've had, right? They don't remember what we had before.
Hmm.
But the ones that have been with us, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, that they would tell you they love Volley because it made their job so much easier.
Hmm. Made it easier and let them stay on the phone longer, right? Just to
Yeah,
be on the phones more, I should
yeah,
say.
yeah. And really, they'll tell you the day goes by quicker, now than it did then. It's just you talk to more people, so it's a more it's a more pleasant work day when you're getting a hold of people, right? There's nothing worse than leaving voicemails all day. So Volley allows us to talk to more people, makes the job more interesting, makes us more effective, and helps the dealers sell and service more cars.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for taking the time here to walk through this. Great job. Great getting to introduce you. That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah,
Getting to
no problem.
introduce you to everybody and talk about what you're doing and share your story with the and with everyone watching here. So, Greg, thank you so much for taking the time.
My pleasure.
Absolutely. Everyone else, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day.